I drove my new neighbor, who called the police to complain about me 3 times a week, out of his home. He called the police 3 times a week. So I was given the cold shoulder when my new neighbor moved in. I was trying to break the ice, you know? My wife and I strolled over with a bottle of wine to greet him, but right off the bat, it felt like we hit a wall. He hardly uttered a word. His wife avoided eye contact and he made some strange remarks, implying that we must have resented them for not reaching out sooner. It wasn't long before things took a nosedive. There were grumpy notes in my mailbox complaining about leaves drifting into his yard, and then it spiraled. He accused me of snooping on his wife with my dash cam, alleged that my lawnmower was ruining his property, and even summoned animal control on my poor dog every week. There was always something new, either a visit from the case or the EPA. They'd show up and find nothing amiss. Meanwhile, he'd peek through the curtains, glaring at me as if I were the troublemaker, so I bided my time. One day I spotted him constructing a massive shed in his backyard. I knew he didn't have the permits for it in our neighborhood. Anything exceeding a certain size required approval. I snapped some photos and called the city. The inspector arrived within hours and shut the project down pronto, but he didn't let up. A few weeks later, he started digging up the yard and installing some sort of drainage system without permission. Another call, more photos, and the city returned. This time they didn't just halt the work. They slapped a vacate notice on his door. He had 15 days to scram. And now, every time I catch him peering through the curtains, I make sure to give him a knowing look.